So good morning, everybody. Welcome to Qhsc monthly meeting. This is specifically for March. I know for February we had to push it for other reason, but we are here today, March 29th, 2025. At 9:05, we are starting the meeting. Today, we are trying to update you guys with what is happening from the month of February to now and what is coming in future. We're so excited. There's so many things coming out. So I am going to try to give you a little brief for what is coming in, and then I'm going to give you time at the end to be able to share what we have. Anybody has any question while I'm getting my stuff in place? Question? Nothing? Nobody?
We can see that your screen has been shared.
No. I think it's because I was looking from the beginning. Okay. Everybody can see my screen, right? Okay. Yes. So we are going to cover the welcoming new members, the annual online training, what is happening then, community outreach, what we've been doing so far, individual programs, what are the things that are happening individually in each programs. And then, of course, our biggest event is the gala preparation and ticket sales. We're going to have to start today. And then also we have some discussion updates and what we're doing next. So to start with, we're welcoming new members. I know we mentioned last month, and then of course, Mrs. Bree Vegas now is added to that list, and we are asking for more people who is interested to becoming another member. This is how you get to be a member. So you come and you can scan that QR code, or you can reach that link. It's always posted in the group. If you have any question, just let me know, we can share. So the board members and executive members, their contribution is $150, and then for general members are $75, and the active students are $50 annually. So whatever the day that you're paying is count to the next 365 days. And then we members, we get some benefits of being a members. If there was any support or event to get sponsors, then those are the ones that might get kind of discounted things for being a members. And also support our ongoing activities for Qhsc. So for the annual training, we do have, we just finished the one in February. That was emergency in primary care. Ms. Annie Zollman we did a great job then. So upcoming ones is April 9th. We're still working on and finalize. It's going to be eclampsia diagnosis and management by Dr. Emma Wakuru. Once we finalize, we're going to post it and distribute to everybody else. And this is a specific request from one of the hospital, Mwananyamala. Another training is going to be on the 25th. That's the respiratory air management and care. Thanks to Dr. Gwen and Alisa in that group, and they're working to try to make sure is addressing the ICU need, which both hospitals have asked for it. May 1st, we're going to try to do the PPH and obstetric emergencies. Now we're still working with one of our presenter, and who's working with our very own Annie Zollman. Once we finalize, then we're going to post and distribute to where it's supposed to be. Also, another request was asking for anesthesia area, so where Dr. Gwen is working on to try and get people who are going to be presenting and share that knowledge with the people in Tanzania. So once it's finalized and we know the presenters and who is going to be at the content zone, we can post and share with everybody. And then another two presentation is the neonatal help baby breathe. So that's coming from May 15 and May 29th. That was Dr. Msambi Chaka and her group is working on. And there's going to be a nursing version of it where Nicole Reading is working with her group. Also, a few nurses are going to work on that part. Once we have the title and the date, we're going to post. And then, of course, June and July, we're still planning to do the emergency responses, since the CPR. I know it was a big hit last year. And then so now we want to try to do some demonstration theory part before we go for the next medical mission. So we want to make sure they have the background. So when we go and do hands-on or skills validation, so at least they know the theory behind it. And then, of course, we are still working on the school collaboration presentation, meaning 2 schools from one from Tanzania and another one from here. We're trying to make sure we can get those 2 schools together. So it requires a lot of stuff. That's why we put a little bit further ahead, because there's a lot of permission goes in between there, and a lot of alignment between the teachers here and the teachers over there, the student here, the student over there, and the schedule always takes a little bit longer than what we need. So that's why we put it in July, but July is going to be here before we know. So it's a lot of stuff. Anytime you want to be involved with these areas, let me know. If you see the area that you can contribute as an expert, you can contribute to the people in Tanzania for the global learning purposes, let me know, so we can try and arrange and make sure we find the audience from those 2 hospitals or the community over there. So we do need more expertise, definitely, because the education is needed. Okay, so for the community, yeah, we always go to cross ministry. That was the biggest volunteer activities here in Palm Beach County. So we always go the 4th Thursday of each month. We go and sort and pack food which is distributed to shelters and homeless places. So this time we went and there was 11 of us. So there was 9 adults and 2 little cute girls who came and help. So it was so much fun. And thank you everybody for coming. And I know it's a long day from work, and then we do those 2 hours. So we were able to collect, I believe, the paper bags, they were 189. And the one from the plastic bag, I believe, was like 120. So almost total of 300 bags. So it's a lot of work, but people were dedicated and they were running like an oil machine. So we're having so much fun doing that part. Anybody who wants to volunteer, usually Breeze posted that email to the link to the group, and then the dates are always, as I said, the 4th Thursday of each month from 5 to 7, only 2 hours. So if you are able to join us, the next one is April 24th. That would be great. Come and join us so we can continue serving the people from Palm Beach County. Individual groups. So we have a lot of programs going on simultaneously, and that's how it makes Qhsc what it is, because we do a lot of programs. We try to encourage a lot of people, different specialty, different discipline, to try and work together and try to address saving the patient, the God's people. So these groups that on your left, they have already met, and then what they are following up next meetings. So we have had the gala, the ICU team, the shoes group team, thermoregulations, and school surprise vision meetings. Vision is going to meet today at 10:30, and then a newborn meeting was met this past few days. Fundraising also met already, so we're waiting for the next meeting. And then most of the time, these meetings are kind of like 45 minutes to an hour, and we try to meet as quick, and so we share the ideas quickly and put the what we need to do in the group. So you don't spend so much time there, so people don't get scared. So this meeting lasts probably 30 to 45 minutes the most, and then be active on those groups to help to reduce the amount of time that we have to meet. Most of the time it's like maybe every 2 weeks, sometimes every 3 weeks. So if we have a good discussion during the groups, these meetings are going to be less, because if we can contribute in a group and keep going, that will help. Sometimes the meeting, because people have more explanation to have, or they want to know more, or there's a demonstration of something, that's where we hold the meeting. But most of the time it's just like we need to catch up and have ourselves going very quickly. So the bare minimum will be bi-weekly, but sometimes it's 3. Like the gala now, we're meeting at least every 3, because the people know what they're doing, we're communicating. So it moves a little bit quicker because we've already met enough to know what we need to do and work on it, and it helps. The same thing for other groups. Once we start, it is easier to address what we need to do. So, okay. Nutrition group, we were supposed to meet yesterday. Unfortunately, people either forgot. So we're going to have to reschedule that meeting. So in the group, please share when you can meet. Prevention of postpartum hemorrhage. Also, we do need to have a meeting date. I know there's a few suggestions, but all those are kind of like individual suggestion. We need to come up with one day and meet. And I know, as I said, everybody has their commitment. So if there's a date that you can do, and then maybe it's not as majority, that's fine. When we meet, we always record this meeting and post the link to that meeting. So even if you miss the meeting, go be active and go and find the meeting and then watch the video. If you have any suggestion, share your feedback so we keep moving on. I know I said we're not going to ever have everybody in the group to meet in one day. I understand that part, but just be active by join in, listen to the video, and then provide your feedback and you keep going on. They said our biggest thing is the gala. So definitely the gala, we want to be able to make raise more money for the organization and be able to support all those programs that you have. Yes, individual programs are raising money for their own activities. However, the organization in general needs money. So those, for example, if we raise money for individual groups and we have to ship those items to Tanzania, we have to pay shipping, we have to pay the routine, we have to pay for the Zoom we are using right now, we have to pay for a lot of stuff. So as an organization, we do have to raise money for the organization. And of course, this year happens to be the 5th year anniversary for the organization. We want to be able to present what we have been doing for the last 4.5 years and what we are planning for the future. So we were trying to get all our donors, all our supporters to come to one place and come and enjoy and celebrate what God has blessed us so far and what we are hoping to continue blessing God's people all over the world. So it's a big deal for us. Yes, official date is April 31st to start selling the ticket, but the tickets are on now, and we're going to start encouraging after this meeting today, people start buying those tickets to try and get. We are hoping to get at least 200 to 250 people, and we have a huge reception hall that we fill up as many people as we can. So if you have a group, you want to come and join us, great, come and join us. That will be great to have you there. So the 150 is going to start on that 31st, and then the end date for those early bird is August 31st. After that, it's going to be 175. So I know people might be coming from out of town. So we do have reservation of the hotel that we are Embassy Suite, and they gave us a group rate, which if you know West Palm Beach, you're not going to get anywhere else. And we are blessed to have that option. So we do have rooms saved for the groups. And that one is first come, first serve. So if you know you're coming out of town, please, when you go to buy the ticket for the gala, when you do it, and there's an option right in there of the hotel, and then the code is there. You see Dr. Gabone Qhsc Incorporated, and then so they know for sure those are the people are getting. And the link is specific for the rate. If you register on your own, you're not going to get the same rate. You're not going to get the link because you don't have that code on that link. And that's why we encourage you, go get a ticket for the gala and then go and get the reservation. And the rooms are bigger. So, I mean, if people want to come as a family, that's great because we have the Embassy Suite, which I think is the queen and king bed, 2 double beds in the room. You can sleep of 4 to 6. I don't know if people wants to share a room with couples. I don't know, but whatever suits you, that's fine. You come and join us, and then they will be happy to celebrate with you. As I said, after the meeting, yes, we're going to encourage the people to start buying, but right now in the meeting, you can scan code and go straight. The platform that we are collecting the money through is called Zephy. And then so once you see it, you see all the explanation, what we have, the breakdown of the prices. If it's a group, then what the group is getting. So let's say if you have an organization that wants to join us, sure, they can join us buying the seat of 5 or seat of 10, and then there's more options. If you have an organization also wants to sponsor us and become a sponsor for the event, so you can share your logo or come and put your banner there at the reception, that is fine. There's an explanation right then and there. And then if you have a corporate sponsor, so you need specific letter sent to an organization or institution, let us know. We can specifically address and explain exactly the breakdown of what the organization will get. We're willing to work with you, and if you let us know, and that would be great. So thank you very much. And we are looking forward to see and then just unwind and see how the gala is going to be. There's a lot of stuff for the gala meeting group is going to sharing once we start selling these tickets because they're working hard. That's one of the group that has met probably, I would say, 7 times so far. because they're trying to make sure that it's going to be something that you're going to remember. You have no idea. It is so much excitement. I can't wait to start hearing from them. Okay, so things so far. We did have a fundraising for helping the children at Minazini Primary School. They were cooking from the wood. People who have seen this campaign before, you saw where they're cooking. It's a very dirty, a lot of soot. It was not clean for the people who are preparing the food. And of course, the food for the children, then it was not a very clean place. So they did request that they wanted to improve and make sure that their cooks also are healthy and safe, and also the children who are eating the food are healthy and safe. So they requested for us to get them the gas stove and then the gas tank. And also because the children did not have the nice sturdy plates to hold their food, sometimes the food spills out. They requested the plastic bowl with the lid. And that's why we had to get them the bowls and lid. And this school has almost 900 kids there. Sometimes it's very the number. But when we were doing the fundraising for them, we tried to get at least 970, because also the 70s, because we don't know, the registration fluctuates. So we have to cover that part. We don't want to buy for exactly number. Then tomorrow, 2 or 3 students are added, then they don't have a ball. So we don't do that. So we kind of like overestimate on that side. And also we include the teachers, because anybody who is not the teacher always sacrifice their own money to try and support the children. So this time when we were supporting the children, we have to include the teachers. So that's why we always kind of like estimate for 1,000 people, including the teachers, the staff, and the children. So they got the stove, which that's what you can see on the picture. And you see the smile of those the children there. They're holding their bowl. Everybody's so excited. Different colors, leads, which is fine, but at least they have somewhere to put their food. And this is from kindergarten here. We call over there Awali, but kindergarten grade almost up to the 7th grade. So it's almost 8 grades children. So every single child we get the ball. So thank you for all the donors, all the contributors, all the supporters, ongoing support for these children and their school, because without you, there's no way we could have gotten it. So far, we raised 2,380. So we were able to buy the gas stove, gas tank in those balls. And also, we're going to be able to buy food for them, at least. Now we bought the stove, they need to cook food. So once they cook the food, we want to be able to feed them. At least they can have a very clean place, safe food preparing. And then also for the cook, at least they don't have to go home blind because of the soot and all the being smell of all stuff. But now they're going to be cooking at the safe place. So again, thank you. I don't know how to thank you enough. So they're going to launch all this on April 4th. We do have our 3 our Qhsc members who are going to go at the school to try and cheer them on and report to us and what is going on. So thank you for Dr. Koma, Dr. Atugonza, and then also Mr. Masha for planning to go and represent Qhsc at the school. And thank you for the school that trusted us to help them to be able to reward these kids for what they're doing, so they can focus a little in the school while we're trying to feed them. And we know all the kids, empty bellies, you can't concentrate. So now they will get at least the food for as much money as we have spare to buy them, more probably a week or so. So thank you again. I can't thank you enough. And then lastly, I'm going to try to share this screenshot and let my Esposo here to try and give you the background of this great news. So
Welcome, everybody. So we're doing some national annual fundraisers. This will be our first year doing it, so we're going to start it this year, and we're going to hope that it picks up. We'll do it again next year, the year after that. So I'm just going to explain to you, we do have a committee. We've been meeting, and we have 2 annual fundraisers right now that we're going to do this twice. That's not including the California Pizza Kitchen, and possibly, because those are going to be local, those will be in the West Palm Beach area. So there's 3 fundraisers, I think, for that area alone. So the 2 national ones are going to be Panda Express and Double Good, which is a popcorn that they use to raise funds. So the Panda Express, they give 28%. And the Double Good gives 50%. And I'm going to explain more the Panda Express one because we're going to be working on it right now, actually within the next few days, and we're going to need everybody's support. So everybody that's here, we're going to need your support. It's not we are the reason why we're doing a national fundraiser so that everybody can participate, and we want everybody to help us to spread the word of what we do and to help us recruit members and to also be able to raise funds. And in doing so, it takes a lot of pressure off of Dr. Gaboni. It takes pressure. That's why we're pushing this, and we will need your support. So we'll need your support in terms of putting it on social media, and I'll show you some examples of that, and also sending it out in emails and just getting your friends and family and even strangers, it doesn't matter, to come on out and support us. And it's a very simple one. Let me see if I can share my screen. Okay, so if you look, this is Panda Express here, and we have two events pending. They've been approved. One is for Friday, April 11th. And the other one is for Friday, September 12th. So both of them have been approved. Panda Express will actually send us the flyers and a code, and also posters and links for each of those events. So I already have them. We're not going to worry about September 12th right now. Our main concern is going to be Friday, April 11th. So it's going to be a one-day event. Let me stop the share there. And then just to kind of give you a better understanding of what we're doing, to the link and you order. So the Panda Express fundraiser is virtual only. In other words, you can either have the orders delivered or you can pick them up, but it's not for you to go in and sit down like they're going to do at the California Pizza Kitchen. I'm not saying that they're not going to allow you to eat if you go there, but your order has to be placed virtually, and then they provide a link and a code. Just go into Panda Express and you'll place your order. The link is there. So even though there's a link, it doesn't matter whether you use the link we give you or the link that they give you. When you get ready to check out, there's going to be a fundraiser code at the end. Can everybody see it there? Where
Yes.
I've encircled it? And
Yes.
that's where you get the code from the flyer that we're going to give you. And we're going to try to create a QR code for it too, make it easier. But all you have to do is just put that code in there and then you check out. And of course, make sure you find the location that's nearest to you so that you're not ordering somewhere else. Like I'll probably order, let's say for, my son's in Virginia, because I can just have it delivered right to their house. I'm going to order a few days worth of food for myself. So like I said, it's a good opportunity to take advantage of a fundraiser. And what I was saying to and explaining to Dr. Gavoni and Bree is that this one you get something back for it too. So you give and you also get. So it's not just, we're trying to start to do some fundraisers as well where you can get some back, make people happy, and then they can enjoy QHSC in other ways other than just admiring the work that we do as well. So
Yes.
with the members and friends, and then we'll also be sending you all of the materials in an email as well. So if you look here, this is my Facebook page, and this is just to show you how you can use the materials that I'm going to send you, or you can even share my Facebook page if you want. So if you look, I created this page. First thing I did was I liked it and I tagged a bunch of people, and it shows there that we get 28% of the sales. It goes to Dr. Gaboni QHSC. It's a fundraiser, and then these are the links here. This link doesn't work because this is a screenshot, because they give us a poster. I can't post it here. It would just be a link or an attachment. So I just took a screenshot of it and then I added it here. So it's a virtual community fundraiser and it's for us. And then I have a statement here asking people to save the date. Save the date, April 11th, 2025, our community service organization. And there's a link to Dr. Gaboni QHSC, and it's a national virtual fundraiser. So I invite people to join us for that. And then Panda Express also gives us the same flyer or poster in Spanish. So if you look, I posted it again, and now it's in Spanish. And what I did too was I just took the same thing that I typed before. Not that I couldn't do it myself, but this is just so much quicker. I just copied everything, posted it into Google Translate, and they translated it for me. I didn't read it for accuracy to see if it was perfect or anything like that. It seemed pretty precise to me, and that's all I did. I just make sure that this link was active again, and then I just posted again. And then I listed my Panda Express that's near where I'm at right now. You can list yours. I couldn't find one that was national, so I just listed I just put mine's there. And so like I said, we're going to be dependent on everybody to help push this out. Now, participate if you want to have lunch or dinner together at work and have them delivered to you, whatever or however you want to do it. I think it's a great opportunity and it's a very easy one, and you get to eat at the same time. And then the double good, we're going to roll that one out eventually. That one's going to be for at least, I think it's going to be about 2 weeks or so or something like that. We're going to work on that. But there are a few of us who are on the fundraising committee, and we're going to be recruiting Dr. Smith as well to join us, and Dr. Msambi Chaka, and I'm not sure who Zakaria is, but we're recruiting them as well. So, and I think my heart is full there, mi esposa.
Gracias. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. But yes, we're excited. We're trying to find ways that will help us support the ongoing activities. And also those programs really, really demand us to be able to support it. And of course, all that needs money. Anything that we do requires money. So one way or another, we do need your support. If you have any suggestions, you have any ways that we can make it a little bit less strenuous, but results in more support, we'll be happy to listen and learn from you, and then be able to use that to try and gain more support for others. The group that I posted earlier, if you are interested in joining those group, if you're not in those group, and you can be more than one group, which is okay. Because I know one global volunteer asked me, she said, I want this one, but I want that one too. I said, you can be on those both meetings, that's fine. And then if you are not able to attend, but they are posting stuff in the group, then you become active that way. So there's a lot of ways that you can be active, even if your schedules or your work restrict you from actually being live on those meetings. You can still be active by supporting in the group and reviewing stuff, what the people posting, then you can still work and help support the QHSC, even if you're not physically there. So, and all this can be done nationally. You don't have to be in West Palm Beach, although we welcome everybody to come to West Palm Beach. But you can do it from anywhere in the world to support the QHSC. If there's any idea that you think, even if it's outside the country, that could help us, definitely, because we try to reach as many people as we can and every supporter we can. If anybody has any questions, comments, or even wants to say something, please go ahead, unmute yourself, show yourself. That'll be nice to see faces and share what you have. You want me to start calling people names?
Good morning.
Hi, Miss Tanya.
That's pretty much all I got. Hi.
No, I understand. I know you are in the newborn part, but any ideas with the fundraising, comment, suggestions?
No, not really. I'm
You,
still half asleep, so I'll
oh,
think later, make comments.
that's fine. That's fine. Miss Elisa, anything?
Um, I mean, I was kind of thinking more specific to the ICU team because you mentioned that we're going to be doing the respiratory workshop.
Mhm.
But I was thinking ahead that it might be good to also do like a hemodynamics workshop,
Yes.
and like a GI maybe workshop.
Yes, I know you mentioned it. Definitely, yes. So those are the things that we want. When you guys have suggestion like that, we want potential dates, and then give me 2 or 3 things that you try to include on the description, so you can save like an objective of that training, and then we can, when we create the poster, we tell people what exactly they're going to get out of that presentation. That would be great. So those are great idea, definitely, because some of the stuff that Mwananyamala or Kiro Hospital, they're asking specifically because either they've encountered a scenario that they really needed more education on it. Like there was one that I added and did share with Dr. Gwen about high spinal. So they want to make sure they understand when the patient is going through procedures, they have spinal preparation intra-op and then post-op. So that's the part also. They can have the provider side and then we want the nurses side. So definitely an ICU nurse, you'll be able to help us when they discuss about the actual technical things that you do as from anesthesia standpoint. Then we come and address from the nursing standpoint of view what exactly you prepare a patient who is going to have a spinal during procedures. What are the things that you need to do? So those are things that we want. And I'm glad you mentioned those things. We can discuss and add those dates. Because remember, we can have training every other week or every month because remember, individual people are creating the content. It's not like one person is creating the content, so it doesn't overwhelm the system. But they really, really want the education. And they request once they got the first education, they were like, when is the next one? I said, well, let me get people recruited first to teach. And you don't have to teach by yourself. You can be 2 or 3 providers. You can have a doctor and a nurse in there. You can have nursing session. You can have the physician's session. We can have respiratory working with the nurses or respiratory working with the provider. So we can have kind of like an interactive online. So definitely everybody can share what they have. And if you have a great idea for people who have gone to Tanzania, you have seen the hospitals, you have seen the area that we could contribute and learn from them what they're doing, and then try to add what we have and then make the best practice. So those are the goal for that. So anytime they suggest something, I always say create a scenario, and then so we know where to need to target, where the knowledge deficit is, to be able to address that part, definitely.
Okay.
Yes. And I think Zachariah sent me the scenario. So I'm going to share with the ICU group so you guys can review and then see where we need to do for the next training. That's good. Mia, supposed to have your hand?
Yes, will you tell them about next Saturday?
Yes, I can. Did you finish your question, Alisa?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, I will tell them at the end. I was going to make sure people have any comments for the what I posted, groups, fundraising, tickets and stuff. Hi, Dr. Msambichaka.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I got nothing. Good stuff. I will put April 7th on my calendar.
Okay, good. What about those the newborn, the help baby breathe section part, the one in May?
You have to remind me the date. That's why that's why I'm calling you this afternoon because I
Okay.
have a lot to catch up on.
Okay, that's fine. We'll catch up with that one. And then
So, point of clarification for the chairman of the board, Dr. Msambichaka. That's April 11th, and then also don't forget December 6th for the gala fundraiser.
Oh, it's April 11th, not April 7th. See, that's why I'll need to look in the Teams chart in the WhatsApp chat for the date, but I'm gonna save it.
okay, good.
Asante sana.
Karibu. But yeah, Dr. Gaboni, I'll call you this afternoon.
Okay, that's right. Mr. Steve Jones, how are you? Uh-oh.
Hello, hello, hello. I am wonderful. All is well. Um, hmm. Well, no, all is well. We're just looking at some opportunities for the Vision Care Center. We are actually trying to recruit funding for those. We try to get insurance for those who possible maybe for the kids and maybe for the parents who cannot afford it. So our goal is to raise uh, uh, um, maybe I don't know, anywhere from $5,000 to $2,000 for the upcoming year to see what we can do to help with the insurance program because we understand that it's going to be on an as-need basis, but we understand that we can't do everything, but we can need, then maybe we'll be able to. So they do have insurance, and the insurance is really, really cheap for eye care for a whole year. I think it's like $60 for kids, and I'm not thinking that's really, really, really cheap. So we have a kid who be able to go out and play, go to school, learn, get educated, and do just life things well because they'll be able to see and do very different things. I think that's wonderful. So we're going to tip off a program here very shortly. I've been trying to work on it, but I have so many other things that are going on. I know we're all busy, but we are going to do a flyer or something, put some things out, and do our own fundraiser and see what we can do. That's kind of where we are right now. And anybody who else wants to join in, please do so.
Definitely. Thank you, Mr. Steve Jones. So that
Okay,
idea,
that's where I am right now.
okay,
Mhm.
that's good. To add it to Mr. Steve Jones is when we go to Tanzania, we have a lot of expertise, the doctors, the nurses, the nurse practitioner, and everybody who can offer their expertise. So we go and screen those children or the parents, or if you go to the hospital and realize maybe through a consultation, you realize people needs more support, test-wise, maybe follow-up, transportation to the health centers. They don't have. Since we don't have anything pending or standby to support those individuals, then we always identify them and then said, well, it was good to know you, which is unfortunate because really our goal is to make sure if we use our own experience and use our expertise to try and identify people who really need the help, we should be able to support ongoing, even if we are not there. So an example that Mr. Steve Jones is talking about is to do the insurance. Like one of the child that we met during our last medical mission who needed glasses and the parents or the family member could not afford it to be able to help that child. Yes, we were able to, people gather their money quickly and then support that child. Yes, that was perfect and very nice, but kind of like a bandage support because after we left, then that was the end of the story. However, the child needs support, ongoing support. They need insurance to be able to go periodically to the doctors and get support. And then if it's a medical reason that makes the child could not see, they need more testing or more medication. So since we didn't have anything in place to support that child, then it kind of stands still. So we did a little investigation to try and find out how much if we can support that child. Then we know that kind of insurance could be around $60, $70 for a whole year. So if we can support an individual like that, since we identify them and we help them or started giving them hope, we are hoping that we can continue supporting them health-wise to make sure that they are able to see. That child is going to get the glasses, new glasses where Dr. Stenville offered and made it, and I have those glasses with me. So we're going to probably definitely give it to the child when we see that child. So things like that, that's what we want. If we identify people in need medically, we need to be able to support afterwards if we can, within our power. Another example that what we did, Dr. Msambichaka and Dr. Wolfrick, they did an excellent job, and Dr. I think Patricia Sheridan, when they went last time and they were able to identify the children who needed the treatment on their ears when they're doing their hearing screening. So those are the blessings that we want to be able to continue doing it. Once we use our expertise to identify people in trouble, we are supposed to continue support them until we help them. And I know that time those 3 doctors did an excellent job and support them and left what they needed for the continued care for those children. So doing that part helps. Yes, you identify, you help the treatment, and then of course you have to continue supporting them. Those kids need probably annual checkup to make sure whatever is was troubling them, it's fixed. And that's what we want to continue with that part. So that program with Mr. Steve Jones, to be able to have standby to support people who identify from our expertise, to be able to support them and continue support them. And then of course, that is the group also is going to be making sure these are the right people to get. These are the people who identify, so everybody knows. It's not like, okay, everybody's going to come running. No, we can't afford it to take care of the whole country. I mean, I wish we could, but we can't. But if our expertise identifies somebody who's in trouble and they believe that that person can benefit from whatever the next test, and we are able to support that, that's what we need to do. And that's why that group is trying to get some fundraising and try to get that source of funds for those situations that we really feel like we need to support, go a little extra mile for that person who we identify that they're in trouble. That's great. Anybody else?
Dr. Mazumbi.
I just have a comment. Mr. Steve, Mr. Jones, is Tamasha part of your group, the insurance group? I think she would be a great resource, given that she's, local. She's a social worker and stuff like that. Because I think there's a lot of, sometimes it's information gap, because some people could qualify for, the government insurance. Maybe they just don't know the process, because it's, just like here, it's complicated. And like, the type of insurance options that are available. So if she's not part of your group, like, I would recommend that just reaching out to her as well, because she's got a lot of like local knowledge that might help with the planning process as you're doing it. But it's quite an excellent idea.
So Dr. Atugonza Kiaruzi is on the part of the group, and she has been the liaison between the Mr. Steve Jones and that family and Dr. Benella. Yes, we can add it, Tamasha, definitely. In fact, that's an excellent idea because she does have the social worker standpoint of what the access. But Dr. Keruz is the one who gave us the list of itemized insurance for children and adults and what is covering, and that's what we shared in the group. But that's an excellent idea. Thank you. I'm gonna reach out to Ms. Tamasha and see if she can join that group and help from the other standpoint. Yes. Go ahead, Ms. Bosa.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that I did post the links. If anybody's on a computer or if they're cell phone savvy, you can pull the links and attachments from the group chat. I'm also going to post them in WhatsApp as well, and we're going to be trying to forward it to everybody by email as well. And that's it.
Okay, so before I forget, next week on the, April 5th, TJ Roy Association has invited me to go and do the career presentation for the children. Okay, we went last time with people who went to that event, so they have a lot of children there, or young people, I should say. So they wanted to for me to go and share my experience and need for becoming a nurse and what a nurse should be doing or the expectation of. But also, they also offer us again for us to participate in what we did like last year from the health screening date, which is July 26, I believe. It's doing the CPR again. So I am going to ask people who are here, or even people wants to travel and come and join us. So the CPR usually is like a whole day from 9 to 2:30, I believe. So it's something that they have almost like 500 kids in one place. And then, so we do CPR training for the kids and, like first aid, what do you need to do, screening them, and then doing their weight, height and weight and vision screening. we do all those stuff in one area, and then while the kids are going around in the stuff. So it's an organization that is becoming kind of routine with us, and we are hoping to continue this collaboration and hopefully gain more of their support, because for them it's huge organization. So if we can get more acquainted with them, so we help with their activities, and then hopefully they will help us with our activity, that would be great. And so anybody who is interested here in Palm Beach, and wants to be able to join us on April 5th, next Saturday, more likely be in the afternoon, we go and share our knowledge over there. So play around what takes to be a nurse. I hope I will see a few nurses, maybe, to keep me straight, make sure I'm telling the truth. Any other stories, questions, comment?
That's Dr. Duncan's group.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I have to see if, as long as Garrett doesn't have a race, a game. I
Okay.
mean, race was
Oh,
last
that'll be
time.
good. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that'll be good. Yeah. So as I said, any nurses who would like to come and cheer, yay, that would be good. Because we're trying to inspire these children here in the United States, also in Tanzania. I know last year we did the same thing, career path for the children at Minazini. Remember, these children, majority of them, I would say probably 99%, their parents probably have not gone to college or higher education. So when the volunteer went and shared their career path, and then you can see the children are lit up because they see more possibilities. And then so that's the goal. So the same thing then when the TJ Leroy asked, I said, well, I'll be happy to share my story and hopefully inspire a couple of people to be nurses. I mean, I'm sure they have a lot of examples, but I'm happy to share mine. So it's good thing to have those opportunities to be able to impact the next generation. That's for sure. And the little things that we do might inspire somebody else, might say, oh, let me try that, which is fine. So if we get that opportunity, we wouldn't lose that for sure. Dr. Smith, do you want to share yourself? We have a new member. We already call member for our family. So just meeting you today is a blessing, and we're happy to have you. So she came in from the referral of Mr. Steve Jones, and I wanted for her to say hi to everybody. And then so you can see our family here, Qhsc family is lively and loves to do stuff. And we are happy to have you in the meeting. And of course, happy to talk to you after the meeting for more one-on-one. And if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer that. And I know for the vision group, you have a meeting at 10:30, right, Mr. Steve Jones? Mr. Steve Jones? Oh, but yes, we do have that. But so yeah, Dr. Smith, if you want to say
Today, I thought it was on.
huh?
That meeting today, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in the vision group.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be short and sweet. But yeah, so Dr. Smith, you want to say hi to our family member? I know everybody's hiding behind there, but
I'll show my face.
okay. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Samithia Smith. And yes, I have spoken with Steve. We've been talking about this for a while, about this particular program, and I'm glad to be here. Now I have a better understanding as to what is going on, so I'm excited to learn more about what you're doing, and I'm trying to be an active part. If I can, help in any way, I am more than happy to provide my services in any way I can to um, make sure that this is a successful program for everyone involved. Um, and that's about it for me.
No, thank you very much. Will you be able to stay back when the meeting is over, just for a few minutes?
Yes.
Okay, good. Miss Annie, she didn't say anything, and she's one of our board member. She's quiet, hiding back there.
Hi, everyone. I've got a toddler that I'm trying to get to nap right now. So sorry, I've been a little quiet.
That's okay. Hi, Miss Charlotte. Sorry, good night.
Yes. But looking forward to working with everyone this year. And I am going to be working with the fundraising group and trying to brainstorm different ways to raise some funds for our group. So looking forward to this opportunity.
That's great. Thank you, Miss Tanya. Okay, so I think everybody has. Oh, Zachariah, do you want to say hi? Oh, you're muted. Hatuwezi kukusikia, you're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can, yes.
Yeah. Hi,
Ndio,
hi
ndio.
everybody. It is the evening in Tanzania, so I
Okay,
can say good evening.
yes, good
So
evening.
welcome. I'm happy to yeah, thank. I'm happy to be a part of family and to be a participant for today meeting. I can say congratulations for what you are doing. I
Thank you.
can say it is your just that is your
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
Thank you.
you're welcome. So Zachariah is one of the ICU nurse who I know Miss Bree should remember. Do you remember? Can you see Bree?
Yes.
No, Bree is,
Okay. I
yes,
do remember it.
yes,
Okay,
she was.
thank you.
Yeah, she was working with him at the ICU last year to try and connect those vent. I know Dr. Gwen will understand this thing. So we had a lot of vent donations and then the filters and stuff. So unfortunately, it did not match very well with Tanzania, but Zachariah was like, okay, it's gonna work. And he was able to work with Bree and they were able to connect and be able to use the rest of the items. So it was a blessing. We had almost like what 50 of them donated. So that was great. So thank you very much. And also he's going to be participating with the ICU group. And I believe, yeah, you send the scenario I need to share with the ICU group, and then we give you a feedback of what we can do. Yes. So he'll be also at the day that they're doing a presentation for that part. So thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
You're welcome. Okay, so everybody is done. So I mean, I think we are done. Any final issues? I want to end the meeting, and definitely it's going to be close to like 55 minutes of the meeting. Any concern, question, issues? That's it. Okay, Mr. Steve Jones, can you say a prayer for us, and then we let everybody go, and then you and Dr. Smith and mi esposo can stay back after the prayer, please.
Yes, I can. Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah, I'll be able to stay back. That'll be fine.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, gracious Heavenly Father, the Lord of our King, God, we just want to thank you for a wonderful, awesome meeting today, oh God. We thank you, God, for our minds coming together, being as one, oh God, for a perfect cause, oh Lord. We ask you, God, to bless each and every one, every person on this line, whatever circumstance or situation that they might go through, God. We know that you are able to deliver, God. God, we ask you right now to give us more quality people, people who have a heart to serve, people who want to serve other people, oh God, and be dedicated, oh God. Let this program and this mission succeed, oh God. Provide us with the funds that we need, the resources, the people, oh God, transportation, whatever we desire, oh God. Give it to us right now, God, that we may go forth and do your will, oh God. We ask this in Jesus' name. And those that are in Tanzania, oh Lord God. We ask you to bless them even more so. Bless the hospitals, bless the schools, the children, oh God, and the program that we're supporting. All this we ask in Jesus Christ's name, now and forever. Amen and amen.
Amen.
Amina.
Thank you very much. Dr. Msambicheka, we're going to catch up later. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to just let you go, the rest of the people. Thank you very much for coming and giving us your Saturday. So I'm giving back to you. Thank you.
Hey, Dina.
Oh, Dina, I didn't even see you. How are you?
She's muty.
You're
She's in the Bajaji, I think.
I'm traveling to town. That's why I'm muted.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
It was good to see you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you too. I'm happy.
Okay. We'll catch up later. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Yeah.
Bye.